ProWrestlingSheet.com.
Hey, welcome everybody. This is John Rocha back again with Dorian Parks to review a movie this time, Fighting with My Family. This is a fantastic movie based on the wrestler, the WWE wrestler Paige. It's based on a true story. It's described. It follows the reformed gangster Ricky, wife Julia, daughter Paige, and son Zach as they make a living wrestling together in tiny venues. When Paige and Zach get the opportunity to try out for WWE, the family grabs a once-in-a-lifetime chance to turn their wildest dreams into a dazzling future. However, brother and sister quickly discover that to become superstars, both their talent and their relationship will be put to the test. This is written and directed by Stephen Merchant. Dorian, I go to you first. Like you're not a WWE watcher or fan or anything, so you're just a regular moviegoer.
Yes.
What did you think about this, man?
I was pleasantly surprised at how much I love this movie. Like coming, like I knew it was produced by The Rock, and I was produced by The Rock. Yeah, I thought this cast was fine, but I was like, this is a wrestling movie. How much am I going to enjoy this? Right. I'm not the biggest wrestling fan. I'm not a wrestling fan at all. Sorry, but after seeing this movie though, and seeing all the behind the scenes and seeing how hard she worked to get to that point, and then after like she makes her debut and all that, I said I need to give WWE, I need to give WrestleMania a chance. Like leaving this movie, I was definitely interested in seeing more type of WWE content because of just how well this movie was made. And I know it's not going to be like a shot for shot comparison or anything, but I was thoroughly impressed with how much I enjoyed this movie.
Yeah, I mean, I can't echo your sentiments enough. I went in thinking, please don't let this be another one of those boring wrestling movies or one of those wrestling movies that kind of checks all the boxes in an easy way. And I was so thoroughly surprised, and pleasantly so, because I was hoping it'd be something better, and it really was. Stephen Merchant did a great job with the script here. There's a lot of funny humor, a lot of good British dark humor in this, a lot of like fish out of water type humor in it as well. But it also has an incredibly strong heart at the middle of this, and that is Paige's journey. Florence Pugh does a fantastic job as Paige, trying to figure out how to be successful as a wrestler, but also like taking the dream of her brother, which you see in the trailers. No spoilers. What you see in the trailer, she takes her brother's dream to have a chance to be a superstar. She didn't think that she would be the one chosen. She thought her brother should be chosen, and she fights for that. And then we follow her as she tackles this huge opportunity of hers, and how much it can overwhelms her at times, how much she almost wants to quit, how much she has to fight through it. And special shout out to Vince Vaughn for incredible work here in the role that he played in the film as like the guy guiding them as trainees to become WWE superstars. You know, I think some of the best work I've seen Vince Vaughn do in years. Oh yeah. The Rock, when he pops up at the right amount, at the right times, with the right amount of work. It's so much fun. I mean, that scene in the trailer where he's like, "It doesn't matter what you think." It's even longer in the movie and funnier. And that is the thing, Dorian. At the end of the day, for me, the humor and the heart of this movie is incredible, and it goes in the upper echelon of sports movies. It belongs there because it's an underdog's journey to realize her dream and what she goes through to get there, including family troubles and squabbles and jealousy. She overcomes them all, and I think it's a fantastic story to watch.
And it's interesting that you point that out because because his brother or her brother was back home like super salty because that's his dream also. Yeah. But it was interesting because like how you said this is it's her story. It's about her journey. I could personally relate to her character and the brother's character.
Oh, interesting.
So like how this is her big opportunity. She's been fighting for this for a while, but when she's finally given it, she's like, wait, can I? Like that self-doubt in your head is like, this isn't for me. Like, why am I the one person deserving this? And I kind of relate to that. Like, since I moved out here for my internship and ended up staying out, getting a job at Collider, like this is my dream job, doing stuff like this. And so like beforehand, I was always scared. Like I can't be in LA. I can't be doing hosting and video stuff like that. No way. But here I am. Like this. I know it's not a big as hers or whatever, but it's still like a dream of mine. So I could definitely relate to that aspect of that fear is like making that leap to actually do it because that's at the end of the day, if you once you make that leap, fall or succeed, like you still did that and she succeeded. And so I definitely related to that. And the interesting thing about it is with the brother aspect, because I was never jealous of my sister. I always supported her and all of that. But it was interesting because my sister, she originally moved out to Los Angeles a few years, a while back to pursue her career in dancing, and she took off, and she's been doing a bunch of stuff, dancing with celebrities and all of that. And it's been cool to see like how my family, we've all been supporting her. And yeah, she was a background dancer for Beyonce. Of course, she's going to be not the family favorite, but get the most love and get the most hype. And there was not necessarily jealous of my sister or anything, but you could see that the family support like behind her. So I could see where the brother was coming from, because that was his dream too. And so to see like somebody else in your family take it on and have that self-doubt or whatever, and like not want it and say like, wait, no, I don't want this. So like that opportunity could have gone to him, but it's cool how they're like, so I could relate to both sides.
The sibling issues of it all. Absolutely. And shout out to Jack Loudon, does a fantastic job playing the brother, and the hurdles he goes through emotionally when he has to realize that his dream might never come true, and what that does to himself, what that does to his immediate family, to his child, to his parents. Everything gets involved here. Nick Frost, Lena Headey are absolutely fantastic as the parents. And once again, I can't stress, the script is super tight, very funny, and you see their journey. Small town Norwich in England, going from there all the way to the top of the WWE. It's a pretty incredible journey, and you follow it all. You know, if you've watched those stories with a small town person trying to figure out where they're going, hell, you get even connected to Star Wars, sitting on Tatooine, looking at two suns. You don't know where you're going to go, or how you're going to go out into space and all this kind of stuff. You know, you see this progression. And Florence Pugh, who's been fantastic, doing great work in Lady Macbeth, in Outlaw King, in Last Drummer Girl. If you saw her in that, she is building, and it's great to see her take on all. And the wrestling is believable. And here's the deal: the second you think it's going to go one way, it completely goes the other way. When she deals with those pretty girls that she's wrestling with, she's the one that becomes the judgmental one of them. I love the twists and turns this thing takes, that slides away from cliche and actually makes it more layered and nuanced. And I was really surprised by that. And I can't tell you to look out more for that scene between Vince Vaughn and Florence Pugh when she is ready to give up, sitting outside the bus. That scene is one of the best scenes I've seen acted in quite some time, and great dialogue, and you feel it all, you know. And so I just can't stress how much this movie is enjoyable, fun, well done, moving. You might even find yourself shedding a tear in certain moments. And I would say this, for all you who are professional wrestling fans like me, and you're like, does it look real? It looks damn real. They do a good job showing you what it's like to progress from being a developmental talent to being a star, and the work and sacrifice that it costs to get there.
Yeah, and if you're not a WWE fan and you're like, this movie isn't for me, this doesn't have any of my interests, you will go in, just give it a chance, because that was my mentality going into it, and it completely shed a new light on me about the profession of WWE and all of that. It's like the behind the scenes. I know it's based off a true story, but just seeing all of that, and like you're saying, if that's how it really is, I definitely want to learn more about it and do more stuff with it, because it was a great story, just from like you said, the writing, the tone, and all of that. It just hit perfect on all levels. Like I'll talk about it more. It's great. It's such a good movie.
That's a good thing.
It really is a good movie. I was thoroughly impressed.
The way you're doing now, the smile, that's exactly the smile you're going to have when you walk out of this movie. You will have a smile like, oh, now that was a good movie to enjoy. We have Paige in on Collider Live. Check that episode out. I think that's the Friday episode. It's dropping. Ryan Satin also is going to do a one-on-one interview with Paige, who is the focus of this film, Fighting with a Family. So find all that content on the Pro Wrestling Sheet. Find Collider Live on the Collider video channel. You can find it there on the Collider podcast. We'll probably clip that interview out as well. So she is a central person in Fighting with My Family. So if you want to have more from her after you watch this movie or after you watch this review, then go and check out that content as well. All right, thanks everybody for watching this review. You can find Dorian where?
You can find me on Twitter at Dorian Parks and Rec, because Parks and Rec is better than The Office. But you can also find me on Instagram at Dorian Parks, and also make sure to watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
There you go. And you can find me at The Rocha Says on Twitter and on Instagram. And because we're doing this for the Pro Wrestling Sheet, don't forget to go and subscribe to all the stuff the Pro Wrestling Sheet does. Follow them at Wrestling Sheet. Follow Ryan Satin at Ryan Satin. Of course, watch our Smackdown Live and Raw recaps every week on the Pro Wrestling Sheet channel. We break it down. We break it all down for you. And who knows? Maybe Paige will make a return soon. This film, she's got to promote it, so maybe she'll be back on, and we'll be talking about her too. All right. Take care, everybody. We'll talk to you soon on another video here from Collider.
ProWrestlingSheet.com